BATCHIMPIPS. I've been BATCHIMPIPS. I've been.
Hey, it's your man Charlie P with the wrinkled shirt on. I took an L today. I recovered it on a second trade, but I went in half as heavy on the lot size on the second trade because I was already in the first trade. Now I wish I would have never took the first trade because then I would have went in double the lot size on the second trade and been in way better shape right now. The life of a trader. It's all good though, man. Take an L, but overall, still in profit. I can live with that. I'm cool with that. Before I get into today's video, which today's video is going to be super quick. Like, I'm not dragging this one out at all. But I do want to shout out Hankotrade. I definitely recommend that you use them as your personal Forex broker. I've had a flawless experience with them thus far, from the payouts to well, I haven't had to use the customer service that often, but I get quick responses like every time. The website's easy to navigate, tight spreads, good trade execution time. What more do you want? So definitely check the link in the description and use my link to help your boy out, help this channel keep going for free, and sign up with Hankotrade through my link. All right, y'all, let's jump into this Pica-10 setup. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna go over a Pica-10 setup that I took on AJ today. It's going to be real short and sweet. Here's the Pica-10 strategy that I used. I saw a sharp level of support right here. This is for rule number 1. That sharp level of support needed to be breached. We got that right here where H1 closed past that level. The next thing that needs to happen is price has to come back up and close past the 10 EMA. Just shortly past the 10 EMA. That happened right here. At the same time that happens, the RSI 5, which is the dotted line down here, that has to be above the 50 level, leaving the Ehlers-Fischer behind. So the Ehlers-Fischer can't also be up here. Otherwise, that would have made the trade invalid. So RSI 5 did come up here on its own. The third rule is I needed to go to the 15-minute time frame and go to my reassurance template and make sure that the 400 SMA and the 200 SMA were in the proper order. Since we're selling, then the 200 SMA needs to be under the 400. So we had that confirmed. So the only other thing that was left for me to do was go back to my main template and make sure I enter the trade when it was at or above the 50 EMA, preferably above the 50 EMA. So I considered myself to have gotten in this trade late, probably about 5 pips too late. I should have got in about right where this line is, but I did not, as you see, because I actually wasn't paying attention to this pair. So that's my bad, but I got in and we're doing all right. So that's the main thing. Now, as you notice, I only put 20 lots on this trade. Normally I would have did 30 to 40, somewhere in there. On this one, I actually would have did 40 today had I not also been in Euro CAD, which I ended up taking a little bit of an L on, a little bit over $1,000 that I lost on Euro CAD. And I actually got in this trade late. I should have got in right here. I actually didn't get in until about here. And because I was punking out because this was a trade on a new setup that I'm working on. Clearly I need to keep tweaking it because it didn't work out, but I exited the trade somewhere in this area down here. So I didn't take the full, I didn't take a bad loss per se, but I do want to mention how important it is to just trade like a robot. I saw this trade happening and I knew I was supposed to get in right here, and I kept being scared instead of just trading like a robot. And had I just traded like a robot, I could have got in here and been risk free by the time it got up here. But instead, I kept punking out and being scared, full of fear, and got in up here at a stupid time, which that's a whole nother psychological issue, and then ended up taking a little bit of a loss. But because I was in this trade first and I had 25 lots on this one, that's why I only put 20 lots on this one instead of doing a full 40. So just pointing that out. But we're up right now on this Pica-10 setup about 40 pips.
pretty good for a Friday, I guess. Nothing spectacular, but I'll definitely take it. We've recovered our loss that we had on EuroCAD, but I do want to see if we can get a good push down to this zone right here before the day is over on H4. This is the next major zone, so that's what I'm looking for to happen. And if it happens, cool. If not, that's fine too. I'm probably going to be exiting this trade in the next 45 minutes to an hour because there's only an hour and 50 minutes left until the market closes. So it's probably finna just start stalling or retracing back up. So I'm gonna be TPing soon, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick view into what trades I took today, mainly this Picotin setup, because this is the established setup that I took that I know works, and just letting you know that there was one available to take today. All right, I will see y'all on the next one.